You guys did like 13K or something like that in your first month. I think 60 days you hit almost like 40. And now you guys at the 4-5 punch right now, you're hitting way over 60.
I think what really helped was meeting Josh, just having that connection get me to think bigger, and you get me to think, like in terms of growth, like a forward trajectory.
What were you doing before? Was it, that kind of, burned out, or maybe was it because of the pandemic? Was it something that actually affected it to make the move, or was it just not the industry you wanted to be in any longer? Or what was it exactly you were doing?
Well, I was a PNC insurance agent, had my own agency. I had just opened up a new brokerage, and it was during the pandemic. And I think that really, hindered me as far as, my success there. I saw, so your ads kept popping up on Facebook, and so I thought, well, I don't know, I'll give this guy a shot. And so I started doing the research, and the more I looked into it, the more I thought, well, this might be exactly what I'm looking for. 2 weeks ago, I just sold my insurance agency, and now I'm doing this full time. This is what I do.
Do you really think that you were going to hit, the 6 or 7K that you did in that first month? And then I think you're probably at 26 grand or more now at like the fourth month or so, somewhere in that range. And, there was a lot of time where you really studied it a lot. So you wasn't highly active in a lot of the time, but you still hit that kind of money. Did you think it was something that you were going to be able to do that? Did you have your doubts?
I figured if I worked hard, I'd get there. I figured if I did the work, and I'd get there, and really started focusing on this. And then, in the past few months, that's when I really started seeing the, uptick in the amount of money I made, So
Absolutely.
I think in the past couple of months, I'm on pace to make like 25,000 already.
Did you think within your first 60 days, you were going to make 13,000 in commissions? And now, even in your like 4 to 5 months, you're at 46,000+ right now in commissions, which is pretty aggressive,
And that's part of the believability that we have come to enjoy and respect with Simba 7. I've never worked with any entrepreneur who truly walked his talk, and you're doing that with us. And I say that sincerely. We could make a difference. And when you start looking at it from that positive attitude and move the negatives out of the way, you become more successful.
When you say you did it, you really did do it. About $40,000 in your first 3 months. And, a lot of people, when we talk about that story, they don't realize that you were actually paying for me to produce those leads. So if you were out there doing it on your own, you're probably looking at 25 to 30% more you would have easily got in those commission structures.
Yeah, there's 2 different ways you can look at it. Like, I'm a firm believer, like, if you're a quarterback and you have that, like, that's your play. Play your position.
Yep.
Like, play your position. Like, if you're, on, like, whether it's offense or defense, as me playing sports, my job as a defensive end is to contain and rush. I need to let everybody else behind me worry about their job. So Josh knows, like, anything, like the back of his hands, it is recruiting a driver.
The training is very detail oriented, and it hits and nails all the points on the head when it comes to the psychological aspect of recruiting as well, especially when it comes to truck drivers.
I would definitely recommend Josh, not only as a friend, but, as a mentor. I like Josh's coaching style.
This is a really, really good opportunity to work from home, to spend more time with family, to vacation when you want to vacation, and push when you want to push.
The thing I like about the course is there's no fluff. You don't just fill space, and everything it's boom, boom, boom.
The marketplace is wide open, and the market is phenomenal.
I was super impressed by the program and how detailed everything was.
He went through the whole program in details, made me really comfortable. He definitely has a lot of experiences on this.
I've seen the program allow people to have more time freedom, more financial freedom, And it's just helped them to be able to do more with less. And I think that I would tell anybody that you need to give this a shot because it will really help change your financial future for sure.
And it's precise. It tells you what you need to know. I don't like fluff. I don't like people wasting my time with a bunch of stuff I don't need to hear. And your course didn't do that. It was just boom, 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 and very, very direct, to the point.
Of all the things that Josh taught me, like, the importance of that went from having, like, if I knew that when I was working at JV Time, I probably would have hired 50 or 60 more drivers than I did.
And at the end of the program, everything comes together, and you can really see how you can make a lot of money in this business very quickly.
The script, everything that needs to be said, why it needs to be said, and why your mindset has to be what it needs to be.
He's the real deal, as well as his logistics mastery course and Simba 7.
My life after the training is, wow, I'm just blown away, and I'm really looking forward to being able to do this for a living.
I've heard Josh talk to drivers and not even sell, like there's not even a job. He's not even looking at a job description. He's just talking to them about an opportunity, a lifestyle change.
The videos are great. It gives you very straightforward training. It shortcuts everything.
I know all the mistakes that I've made after completing this training. Get the course. You won't regret it.
Josh brings an energy to the table, but that's just Josh. He's just positive. He's just full of energy. He's real.
The videos that are presented are short, and it makes it easier for you to absorb the information.
I want to say I'm impressed with the program. I wish 11 years ago when I got into the truck driving business.
This is a great business model and a huge market. And as Josh uses the term, evergreen, and something that can be done from my home.
He's in there active, helping people out, answering questions and providing value. I've never had a teacher / mentor like Josh, and he's really coming through and holding up.
And it's changed my life. I've had 13 drivers in one. I've had $31,000 a month, 31,000 American dollars in 1 month.
Broke it down very simply, very straightforward, and presented in an easy to understand way. If you're considering anything, I would consider this opportunity very strongly.
Would highly recommend you talking to Josh and moving forward with your Simba 7 career.
I think one thing that I can say that I learned most about from Josh is how to be what an entrepreneur means.
I have been supported 100% of the time, coached every step of the way.
They make it very possible to recruit regardless of what your experience or background is. It's a proven process. You can become an independent business owner without having to invest in expensive infrastructure.
As far as boosting my confidence up, it's like I welcome the rebuttals. I welcome the challenges because I know that Josh taught me something to say no matter what they say.
It's a process that works.
Using the Simba 7 mastery program that once you go over and beyond for the driver will stay loyal.
Again, along with the high demand for drivers, that's what's going to ensure that you're always going to have a consistent and potential client base. It's worth the investment.
Yes, I would recommend this training to anyone.
If you're looking for a new start, then I would suggest that you look into Simba 7 and Josh Hicks and do it now.